We got to eat on these streets. And I'm gonna say this again. We got to eat on these streets. It's not a game. It's not a game out here. And I'm gonna say this again. It's not a game out here. Father God, increase in the name of Jesus. Listen, you guys have to understand. Life is beautiful. If you could lock in and if you could focus, life is beautiful. Let me tell you guys something. A lot of people right now, they going through some things. A lot of people right now, shout out to my guy in the building. A lot of people right now, they back against the wall. You guys have to understand. You got to keep on. When I mean keep on investing in you, I mean, you got to keep on investing in you. You got to eat up. A lot of these dudes, you're not really eating out here. Take care of yourself. I'm here to tell you that right now in my life, my first person view was looking so crazy. I'm like, yo, I got to focus. Listen, before I bought this, I saw a woman. She was so beautiful. She had the green hair, everything. You feel me? You guys have to understand. I told myself, I'm going to call this live focus. Listen, I almost did a U-turn. I almost spin the bin. I almost put my phone out. I almost said, listen, could I have your phone number? But I thought about it. I'm like, yo, I got 4 channels that I'm trying to get monetized. I got merchandise that I got to launch. I got some things that I got to do. You guys have to understand, as a man, it is so easy. When I mean it is so easy, it is so easy to get distracted. You guys have to understand, if the timing ain't right, the timing just ain't right. And I'm gonna say this again. If the timing ain't right, the timing just ain't right. But to a lot of my guys working on themselves, when you finally start to get them gains, you guys have to understand the gains is for business. You feel me? The gains is not to bring you back to zero. The whole goal is don't go back to zero. If you got a chance, if you got a situation to run away from a financial jam, keep running. And I'm gonna say this again. If you got an opportunity to run away from a financial jam, keep running. Never look back. That was a close call. Everybody put CC for close call. That woman was so beautiful. But I mean, she was so beautiful. You guys have to understand. And she was taller than me. She was like 5'11". She was like 6'1". You guys have to understand. I was ready. But then I had to tell myself I got to focus. See, listen, the hardest part on this journey as a man, especially when you walk around looking like this, is the fact that, you know, putting the nukes down. You feel me? It's not striking. You feel me? That's the hardest part when you walk around looking like this. You feel me? The hardest part is not striking. The hardest part is not pulling out your phone. The hardest part is not setting something up. The hardest part is not going off the top ropes. That's the hardest part. You guys have to understand, we are in this together. Shout out to the FLS. Everybody put the FLS in the chat. We are in this together. I know you guys are in Virginia going through what I'm going through. I know you guys in California going through what I'm going through. I know you guys in Boston going through what I'm going through. I know you guys are in South Africa going through what I'm going through. But I can't be. See, my main thing is I already know how the game goes. If you're not focused and you decide to interact with a woman before you cross that finish line, it's easy to say, you know what? It's your fault. What? Let me tell you guys something. We don't point the finger. And I'm going to say this again. We don't point the finger. When we have the opportunity to break free, when we have the opportunity to break through, we got to break free and break through. Clear the runway. And I'm going to say this again. Clear the runway. Listen, I got to get these gains. I got to get 20 pounds. We're going to finish these cookies, walnut cookies. You guys have to understand. We can't be out here because what happens is when you just arrive, it's going to be new to you. Remain humble. Everybody put an H in the chat for humble. Remain humble. Remain humble. If you guys remain humble, what happens is you're not gonna let these new gains get to you. You feel me? Just remain humble. And when you're walking around looking like this, and then it's a new first person view, you guys have to understand, remain humble. A lot of people not going to tell you this. They're going to tell you just because you got your weight up, you don't deserve anything. You guys have to become super duper established, SDE. You guys have to understand that we not SDE. When it comes to temptation, it got to flee. We not SDE. I'm telling you, man. New gains, new results. But we are not victims. And I'm gonna say this again, we are not victims. If we are not getting to that finish line, it's because there's no reason why. We're getting to it. You guys have to understand, this day and age, I'm just talking to the troops. In this day and age, the joints that are looking at me, I'm like, yo, say it ain't so. I'm telling you, I was in a grocery store earlier. I saw this one joint. She had all red on. She looked at me. I said, they looking now. I said, they looking now. I'm on YouTube. I'm dropping content and I'm cooking now. They looking now. I'm not looking down. And I'm going to say this again. They looking now. I'm dropping content on YouTube. I'm cooking now. I'm looking forward. I'm not looking down. See, my main thing is I got an easy game. I got an easy game. I'm a content creator. You feel me? All I gotta do is make sure I get my rest, I sleep, I eat, and get these games up. You guys have to understand. If you out here not putting in that work, you're not gonna eat. Once you eat and you put in that work, I'm telling you, this is the best time to be alive. This is the best generation. Let me tell you guys that I'm speaking this into existence. When it comes to fitness, I'm gonna show guys for real how you can walk around looking like $1 million by just going 10, 12 minutes in the gym. Listen, I don't really try. When I say I don't really try, I don't really try. I keep it simple. Nobody's gonna feed you. You guys have to understand, it's real out here. You feel me? You got to know how to eat up. It's this time. It's comeback season. When you step out there with your business cards, they're gonna say, yo, what you selling? Yo, you see this guy? Yo. I'm telling you, bro, it's real, bro. I got to nap for this. Shout out to that super sticker. I had to nap for this. You guys have to understand. Now when I wake up, it's an adventure. I feel like Tarzan. Now when I wake up, I don't know. When these shorts see me, they be looking like, yo, who is this? Is he a YouTuber? They don't even know. Take care of yourself. I understand life gets hard, but take care of yourself every step of the way. See, my main thing is this. They terminated me. What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to lay down? Was I not supposed to fight? Was I not supposed to get back up? What was I supposed to do? Seriously, because a lot of people, they say, but Mr. Keep It Simple, look how you look now. I'm like, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back and devote my life to a corporation? Was I supposed to sit back and wait for HR while he's sipping at the bar? What was I supposed to do? Let me tell you guys something. I didn't have a choice but to fight back. My back was against the wall. When I mean my back was against the wall, I felt the pain. I said, what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to scroll all day? Am I supposed to wait for my company? Am I supposed to be on hold all day? Let me tell you guys something. Ain't no waiting around. You a man now. If nobody ever told you that, I'm here to tell you, you a man now. You feel me? You a man now, and there ain't no waiting around. You feel me? You guys have to understand. Like, if I listen, let me tell you guys something. I nap for this content. You feel me? Like, people be like, yo, how you get this much energy? I take a nap for this. You feel me? If I take a nap for this, you feel me? When it's all said and done, it's going down. The live's gonna smack for this. I took a nap for this. You guys have to understand, I got an easy mission. Me, I'm about to be a fitness content creator. So all I gotta do is keep eating and keep getting to it. Haters, let me tell you guys something. They gonna hate. Well, you listen, they gonna hate. Once you take it here, in whatever city you in, whatever country you in, once you look like this, they gonna hate. But they have to listen. They have to keep it to themselves. And I'm gonna say this again: if they hate, they gotta keep it to themselves because we are an inspiration. When we step outside, we make other people sign up. We make other people fight back. Listen, when it's all said and done, listen, we are the last of the last. We are the last of the warriors. We don't know if they're gonna see something like this again. I'm trying to tell you, shout out to all my guys. Everybody put a C in the chat for congratulations to all my guys really just staying focused, getting a rest, really working out, seeing these joints and staying focused. Because that last joint that I saw, trust and believe, ooh, it could have been a calamari night. It could have been a calamari night. But you know what I mean? I'm not making no excuse. I'm not going to say I don't have the Mopar because something happened to my channel. I'm not going to make that excuse. But when it's all said and done, no. No, I'm fighting back. Let me tell you guys something. If you want to see somebody fighting back, look at my channel. If you want to see a man that was literally left, when I mean left, they left me. They left me for the eagles. They left me for the vultures. They left me for the hyenas. They left me for the pandas. They left me out in the middle of the desert without an explanation, without pay, without money. They probably said, but Mr. Keep It Simple, how are you eating organic? There is a God that will not let anything happen to me. You guys have to understand, they trying to cancel me on YouTube. They try to cancel me on my 9 to 5. Everywhere I go, listen, I got to stand up because they feel you should not be walking around looking like this. You should not be walking around feeling, let me tell you guys something. Your attitude is your altitude. And I'm gonna say this again. Your attitude is your altitude. You guys, when you come through that door in the morning, life is not ready for you. And I'm gonna say this again to all you guys out there. Listen, it starts. You probably gonna think, Mr. Keep It Simple, do you feel you had a productive day? Lord, what? I went live in the mountains. I went live in the mountains. Of course I had a productive day. Let me tell you guys something. I refuse to lose. I will not live my life without, when I mean without inspiring, without helping, without telling men that if we cannot provide, we need to let it ride. Everybody put the stop, you feel me, emoji sign and phone numbers. The hardest part as a man is knowing you can get the phone number, but you're not established. You're not SDE. You're not super duper established. Listen, the game takes patience. The game takes discipline. And I'm going to say this again. The game takes patience. The game takes discipline. People don't understand the patience that goes behind this. They think success is just overnight. Yeah, if you get into politics. But with that being said, rest in peace of Charlie Kirk. I'm here to tell you that whatever you doing, it's going to take some time. It's really going to take some time. You feel me? Like when it's all said and done, listen, I'm ready to go live Literally every day. I'm mentally prepared. I know the road to 100K. I know they're not going to give it to me. I already know. I already know. No handouts. I already know. But it doesn't matter because what happens is I'm already mentally prepared for the endurance. Everybody put an E in the chat for endurance. Once you are mentally prepared to go the distance, life better step out your way. Shout out to my guy in the chat with the 100. Banging. Something happened to my tripod. I was recording today, and then the tripod it flipped back. Yeah, the tripod flipped back with the wind. It went with the wind. Boom. The leg on the tripod. Something happened to it. I ordered another one. You got listen. What? Listen. You think this life is easy? Hold on. Let me. We gotta eat up because the game's gotta come. You can't be sitting around. The game's got to come. When I see my woman at the finish line, she needs to say, "Oh, he been working." You guys have to understand. I was out recording. I was working, and then poof, the wind knocked my tripod over. But you know what? I ordered a new tripod, and I said I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna go live due to the fact that my tripod fell. Listen, when it's all said and done, you guys have to understand. FLS, we really out here. We really out here, and we not going out like no suckers. Listen, they want us to go out like suckers. They want us to sit back, and they want other men to drive by with our future crush. No, when it's all said and done, it's enough out here for all of us to win. And I'm gonna say this again, it's enough out here for all of us to win. We got to stay focused. We got to lock in. See, the problem is when you're not focused, you all over the place. And I'm gonna say this again, when you're not focused, you all over the place. And that's why you're not winning. See, me, I'm winning because I'm so locked in, I don't even know the day. I don't even know the week. They said, Mr. Keep It Simple, do you know what today is? What day is it? What day is it? I'm thinking about that 2028 batch. I'm thinking about that 2032 batch. I don't even know the day. Is it the 15th? Is it the 15th? Or rather, is it the 17th? I don't know. They said, Mr. Keep It Simple, you've been working so hard, you don't even know the days. Listen, if they ask me a doc already, how do you feel about your productivity? I will say, listen, it's one for the ages. You guys have to put this in here. I don't know. You guys think I should take protein shake? Because I don't take protein shake. Do you think I should take protein shake? Listen, if you guys think I should take protein shake, put a 44 in the chat. I might consider it. Because with these new games, I'm not playing, bro. I see it now. When I hit the record button, I see it now. I see it now, and it really hits me. What happened if I stopped? Even though I didn't stop, I think some days, what happened if they really got to me? What happened? What would have happened if I really became a sports fan? What would have happened if I was at the bar talking about Go Raiders? Oh no, what a nightmare. Oh no. You guys have to just be calm. Just be calm. You guys have to understand, like, they want you to fold under pressure. And I'm gonna say this again, they want you to fold under pressure. They want you to fold under pressure. Let me tell you guys something. If we do fold, we get back up. If we do crumble like a cookie, we get back up. If we do fall like a lawn chair, we gonna get back up. Let me tell you guys something. They said, but Mr. Keep It Simple, you hustling, what I'm supposed to do? Look at another person's stats? And I'm gonna say this again. They said, Mr. Keep It Simple. You going hard. What am I supposed to do? Look at another person's stats. What am I supposed to do? Look at a red pill live? What would I look like looking at a red pill live? Let me tell you guys something. When it comes to these women, you can attract them, but the question is, can you keep them racked up? And I'm gonna say this again. You can attract all day, but if you're not established, they're gonna fly away. That's why on this channel, I don't talk about female attraction stories. Because if I made female attraction stories, I would have to create a whole page. What? Fourth quarter. They think we playing in the fourth. How can you play in the fourth? Great question. That's my answer. How can you play in the fourth? That's a new way to eat yogurt. We got a new way to eat yogurt. New recipe, walnut cookies and strawberry yogurt. So, Mr. Keep It Simple, how do you like eating yogurt in the suburbs? It's one for the ages. You guys have to understand. That's what I be telling myself all the time. It's just one for the ages.
How are you?
Good, man. Appreciate you. And they're gonna say, but Mr. Keep It Simple, tell the truth. Because somebody just say, they just say, how you doing? Let me tell you guys something. Since I've been in Arizona, I only had four supporters in Tempe. Everybody put a T for Tempe. People don't know me on this side of town. When I go to Tempe, oh yeah, they kind of know. I gotta creep through Tempe because they gotta know me up Tempe. So nobody knows me on this side of town. But listen, they do show me love in Tempe. It's hard to eat in Tempe. If I eat in Tempe, they gonna say that's meant to keep it simple. You guys have to understand that people see me in life. Everybody put an R in the chat. Listen, they see me in reality. Charlotte, NC, everybody was like, yo. When I first started, so Charlotte, they see me in Charlotte. You guys have to understand, it's a reality. You know, when people see Mr. Keep It Simple, they're gonna say he working. They're gonna say his battery on. They're gonna say, yo, he gotta pay his phone bill. You guys have to understand. Listen, we can do it. You probably think Mr. Keep It Simple. Do you really think I could date a beautiful woman? Why not? Why not? Let's break the facts down. Why not? You got content. I told you guys have multiple pages. Everybody put MP in the chat, multiple pages. I told you guys the blueprint. I told you guys a formula. Put God first. When it's all said and done, God sees what's going on in corporate America. And corporate America, I think, is satanic. So when you break away free from that corporation and you start your own fitness, you gonna win. You gonna win. Don't second guess yourself. Oh. Golly, so hungry the crumbs went out of my fingernail. Goodness gracious. Golly. I was really going to it. I was just in a zone. Now, let me tell you guys something. When you create multiple pages, let me tell you guys something. You're going to run it up. Once you run it up, there is no more looking back. And I'm going to say this again. Once you run it up, there is no more looking back. See, my main thing is this. I was monetized, but like many, I got caught up, you feel me, in greed. You feel me? It happens to the best of us. Everybody put a G in the chat. I was monetized 3 months ago. And I told myself I'm about to straight print money. So I was trying to do 14 videos a day. 14 faceless videos a day. I was coming through. That was me on a horse. That was me coming through. We are I was coming through 14 videos a day. Can you imagine 14 videos upload? Listen, every hour to the hour. I was coming through. I said, listen, I'm about to print money on YouTube. I got hit with the greed. I got hit with greed. So you guys have to understand, listen, don't get too excited. Be patient. Be patient, because what happens is greed will take us all down. And that's why I don't complain, because I was being greedy. I was literally being greedy. I was like, oh, they monetized me. Listen, I will never forget. It was 4 months ago. I said, listen, I'm about to straight print this paper. I'm coming through. I'm dropping 14 videos in a day. The revenue went up to like it went up to 1,700 first week. I'm coming through on a horse. Yeah. Boom. All of a sudden, you're not showing your face. We think you AI. Listen, imagine me not telling a woman I can't take. Imagine me being in a relationship saying I can't take you out tonight because they think I'm AI. That's why I'm so happy that everything that happened to me, it happened before the woman came. Everybody put the woman emoji in the chat. And that's what you guys have to understand. This is real talk. A lot of you guys, you need to be happy that what you're going through is going through before the woman that you really want to provide for, before she shows up. You need to be happy that you learning, you going through it. You guys have to understand, like, when the woman come, there is no, baby, I got 5 today. What you got? Who? You got who? You got what? Let me tell you guys something. As a man, you got to start your own. Everybody put YO in the chat. You got to start your own eventually. You know, and some people that really rocking with the content, they going to step up, and they might going to say, wow, you've been providing for 50 years. Yeah, because I saw Mr. Keep It Simple video, and he told me I can't take a day off of providing, no days off. You guys have to understand, it's real out here. When a woman come into your life and she's sitting on your lap like you Santa Claus, you don't got time for the money to pause. And I'm gonna say this again, when she's sitting on your lap like she's Santa Claus, and you talking about more calamari, let me tell you guys something, that's every day. Everybody put ED in the chat, that's every day. We don't stop the calamari. We not gonna stop the trips, that's every day. We got to live with our woman. We got to be in Santorini, Greece with our woman. We got to be on cruises with our woman. You guys have to understand, it's every day. We don't slow down. We don't say, oh no, this happened to me. No, we make the mistakes before the woman come. We learn before the woman come. You guys, listen, you guys have to understand. I am telling you, I am telling you, patience is a virtue. Just have patience, just hold on. Because see, when you look like this, and if this becomes the standard for most men, listen, they wanna try to see who you are, but you gotta stay focused. Shout out to my guys in the building. Shout out to my guys in the building. Shout out to the chat. W's in the chat. People don't realize, like, this is the best time of your life. When I mean this is the best time of your life, I really mean this is the best time of your life. When you literally have, when I mean zero, when you got zero responsibilities outside of yourself, this is the best time of your life. Never forget that. No stress, no pressure. And I'm gonna say this again. No stress, no pressure. You guys have to understand, shout out to the FLS, shout out to all the supporters. You guys make my journey 10 times easier. And I'm gonna say this again, you guys make my journey 10 times easier. Shout out to the new subscribers to the channel. But see, a lot of people gotta understand that we have work to do. And when I mean we have work to do, we literally have work to do. Shout out to my guys in the building. Shout out to the chat. They said, Mr. Keep It Simple, but how did you end up looking like this? It's the pain. It's the pain. They gonna say, but Mr. Keep It Simple, you took that pain and you gained. The formula works. And I'm gonna say this again, the formula works. This is one for the ages. You guys have to understand. Listen, I'm telling you, you got to fight back. Stay in the fight. We got this. We got this. We lock in. It's more about mental conditioning. Like I told you guys, I'm a coach. I'm a life coach. I'm a strength coach. I'm a coach. And that's what I do. I coach my guys. You know what I mean? I tell them, keep your head in the game. I coach my guys. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I'm a coach. A lot of people try to tell me, they said, Mr. Keep It Simple, what's your true talent? I'm a coach. I could take somebody from sleep until they car to a penthouse. They say, Mr. Keep It Simple, have you done it? What? Who? They say, have you done it? I said, what? I said, who? Listen, I don't need any testimonials. We don't need any testimonials. So when people want to come through for a consultation, they come through for a consultation. We don't need any testimonials. We don't need anybody in the background talking about, thanks to Mr. Keep It Simple, I now live in the suburbs. No, we don't need that. Cut the cameras. I said cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. We don't need that. Cut the cameras. We don't need that. But is it true? Everybody put the fifth in the chat. FTH. That man typing a lot of paragraphs. That man is a bot. He's a bot from Nebraska. Golly, look how many. Listen, let me tell you guys something. I don't need to do testimonials. I don't need to show pictures of people winning. Because if I do, it's just going to create jealousy. Listen, I got guys right now turning 23, 24, living in Colombia, wearing cologne in the gym in Colombia. They said, thank you, Mr. Keep It Simple. You helped us to make money online. And now these guys are literally living by a mall in Colombia, under 25. Everybody put, you feel me, negative 25. No, put you 25. They under 25. They are under 25. They living my dream. But I ain't a hater. I be doing that. And that's the difference between me and other people. Mr. Keep It Simple, you said they living your dream. They living my dream. And I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. They live in my dream. You feel me? You guys have to understand it's real. I be inspiring people with my imagination. I told people, listen, if you don't got no money, go to Colombia. Somebody heard the message. They went to Colombia, showed me their balcony in Colombia, floor to ceiling, know what they're feeling. In Colombia, under 25. Listen, right now, don't ever think something is too expensive. And I'm gonna say this again. You probably thinking, Mr. Keep It Simple, help the guys out, help the guys out. Everybody remember, the number is 4K. And I'm gonna say this again. The number is 4K. If you willing to drop 4K in rent as a backup, as leverage, you can live anywhere you wanna live in this world. So listen, we cannot be limited, because when we go limited, then we go back into politics. We go back into, oh, we had it. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. When we feel limited, then we want to blame the government. When we feel limited, then we want to blame the Democrats. Listen, let me tell you guys something. I never voted a day in my life. I will never vote, because in my ecosystem, listen, you guys have to understand, God is in control. And for the delegated positions, I am the mayor. I will take care of that bill. I am the senator. I will pass that law. I am the president. I will be in that all-black SUV in Canada. You guys have to understand, it's real out here. We cannot live a limited life. As men, wherever you want to pick up and move to, that's where it's got to be. And I'm gonna say this again: wherever you want to pick up and move to as a man, it doesn't matter if it's Africa. It doesn't matter if it's Asia. It doesn't matter if it's Jamaica. Hop on a jet and go anywhere that it will take you. Spice it up, eat different foods, eat some curry, get some flavor. Stand 10 toes down on your own. Don't ask for no favors. Because when you ask for these favors, they're going to want that money back. You got to understand, and I'm going to say this again, when you ask for favors, they're going to want their money back. You know how that money act. You feel me? We got to run it up. Never on that money slack. 10x, 10x, they going to say them boys got our money back. Lost it all. Now I got my money back. That's how it is, you feel me? Listen, you are not a celebrity. Social media, this is the trick that social media plays on a lot of men, and we got to break this down. We literally have to break this down because they want men to feel like celebrities. You are not a celebrity. So there is no way that you could ever fall off. You see what I'm saying? If your money looking funny, get back. And I'm going to say this again. If your money look funny, get back. If your business look a little weird, get back. Every step of the way, you got to get back. Don't ever admit that, oh, I fell off. Let me tell you guys something. They tried to tell me on YouTube I fell off. Let me tell you guys something. I don't listen to no man. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I listen to another man? You feel me? These guys, they don't even know. They don't even know what they're talking about. A lot of these guys, they want autographs. They want autographs from Tom Brady. When it's all said and done, if I see Tom Brady, I'm going to just keep on recording. I don't... Look, let me tell you guys something. No, listen, no man to me is the GOAT. I eat curry goat. Follow the wordplay. I eat curry goat, but no man to me is the greatest of all time. When it's all said and done, I'm telling you guys, the best way to live is, listen, you get inspired and go out and hunt for yourself. And now with social media, this is like technology. So you could tell somebody for real, like, they're going to be like, how did you get successful? All praises to God first. And then you could say, I watched a Mr. Keep It Simple webinar. My lives are like a webinar. Shout out to my guys in the chat. I told you I took a nap for this live. I'm not playing with this live. I took a nap for this live. You guys have to understand. As a man, we all hit that stage where we feel like we are in a rut. And I'm just here to say that if you feel like you're in a rut, if you feel a little stuck, all you got to do is get up. And I'm going to say this again. If you feel like you're in a rut, if you feel a little stuck, all you got to do is get up. Get up. Fight one more time. Everybody put 1 MT. 1 MT in the chat. Listen, you guys have to understand. Let's go. Pump up. Listen, today's a rest day. I don't even want to lift my hands. Today's my rest day. Can't lift anything today. Tomorrow we back. Fitness channel, tomorrow we back. One more time. Fight one more time. Tie up your shoe one more time. Go to the dry cleaners one more time. Get a suit one more time. Listen, that one more time, that right there is going to be the game changer. Everybody put GC in that chat. It's the game changer. You guys have to understand. 3 months ago, I wasn't looking like this. 3 months ago, I couldn't even walk. I was walking with a cane. Everybody put the cane emoji in the chat. If there's a cane emoji or somebody on a cane, put the cane emoji in the chat. You guys have to understand this comeback. It's dedicated to God, because I don't really want to say it, because I was going to say this comeback must be studied, but we got to give all praises to God. Let me tell you guys something. Is there a Cain emoji in the chat? Oh, we got one. We got one. You guys have to understand. This is really real. I was on a Cain. I was on a Cain. You guys have to understand. So when people see me come back, you don't know what it's like to have to lay down. I had to lay down. I had to lay down. I told myself, I said, when I get back on my feet, and I'm going to say this again, I told myself, when I get back on my feet, I'm applying so much pressure, because see, when you can't walk, follow the irony of what happened. When you can't walk, they tell you don't apply pressure. From that moment, I realized, walking around 200 plus pounds, I realized that I'm that pressure. I'm here to tell you that you that pressure. Everybody put a P in the chat for pressure. God forbid, because you're not going to realize you that pressure until you got to stay off your leg. You're not going to realize you that pressure until you realize you got to stay off your leg. That's when I realized I am that pressure. For me to stand on my leg when it hurt, it was painful. So I realized, listen, if I'm that pressure, and in life, if I feel pressure, I am that pressure. I know the doctor told me to stay off my leg. I am that pressure. You guys have to understand. The real pressure is we cannot just sit back and watch these beautiful women walk by and we got dry skin because we can't afford lotion. I am here to tell you that if you fight one more time, this is the grand finale. If you fight one more time, you're going to win. This is it. I'm telling you, 2026, for a lot of people, and I'm going to say this again, 2026, for a lot of people, this is it. The generational one starts now. Everybody put GRN. And I'm going to say this again, GRN. The generational one starts now. People say, yo, Mr. Keep It Simple, like, yo, Mr. Keep It Simple. Is life really that simple? Let me tell you guys something. Life is really that simple. When you tell yourself you're not going out like a sucker, when you tell yourself you're not going out like a victim, when you tell yourself that the concrete is hiring, when you tell yourself that I'm going to inspire people on social media and I'm going to start a business, I'm going to start a product, this is just the beginning for a lot of us. You probably think, Mr. Keep It Simple, you've been on YouTube since 2020. Is this the beginning for you? Yes. Back to the basics. Everybody put BT, back to BTTB. BT, back to the basics. You guys have to understand, sometimes you gotta go back to the basics. Listen, we got 43 minutes in the chat, 44 minutes in the chat. That's crazy. We just started this live, and it's already at 44 minutes. We just started this live. I don't know where time is going. We just started the live. Like, when I mean we just started. Because my main thing is my lives, we go 60 minutes with the guys. We turn it with the guys, 60-minute huddle. Everybody put 60H. 60H. We run 60-minute huddles. 60H in the chat. So when I see any time is 44, I realize my mind tell me this is it. This is it. This is literally fourth quarter. Listen, my guys, huddle up. When you walk around, you look buff, these women gonna come up to you, but you guys have to understand temptation is always waiting. And I'm gonna say this again. Temptation is always waiting. But when it's all said and done, you guys have to understand. Temptation can't stop you. And I'm gonna say this again. Temptation cannot stop you. got to lock in, we got to focus, you feel me? Because what happens is, if you can focus, you gonna win. If you gonna focus, and the thing about it is, when your future woman see you and she gonna say, wow, wow, like you really be handling your business, you gonna be like, yo, I had to before you arrived, baby. And I'm gonna say this again, I was watching a webinar by Mr. Keep It Simple, and he said, you just don't meet a woman and the fun stop. Because when the fun stop, the fun stop. There's so many guys out there, they women gonna be impressed. So all you women out there, if you meet a guy with the FLS attitude, they're gonna be like, wow, we just went to Disney World and you got another trip booked? What? What? Hold on, baby, I'm gonna go live. She gonna say, wow, this guy's going live and people really super chatting. Watch, I'm gonna go live again, and again. You guys have to understand, a lot of women are going to be happy that a lot of you guys were not thinking short term. A lot of you guys were not running game. Listen, everybody put NG and MNG in the chat. We don't run game. Gotta say something for later. They say, Mr. Keep It Simple, you be eating good. I invest in myself. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, you gotta condition yourself like you're a world-class athlete. And I'm gonna say this again, you gotta condition yourself like you're a world-class athlete. You guys have to we don't make excuses, we came back. And I'm gonna say this again, I don't make excuses, I came back. So I'm saying I was eating so much, I was like, oh my goodness, like, yo, I was like, but it doesn't matter. I came back. Stand up, get back. They're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna be like, oh, he was going through it. Listen, over a cough? These guys are so soft, they will laugh at you over a cough. Listen, we don't got time for it. We have a new group of men, and these men are what you call bitter men. They're just better. Anything that they can laugh at you for, they're gonna laugh at you. If you cough, they're gonna say, oh, there you go. He choked mid-speech. He fumbled mid-speech before 60 minutes. Let me tell you guys something. I'm back. I'm back. And I'm gonna say this again. I was holding that back for 20 minutes. That's what you call control for 20 minutes. I was holding that cough back for 20 minutes. I'm back. I'm back. Shout out to my guys in the building. We have 48 minutes. The bills are paid. In 48 minutes, the bills are paid. I got an easy formula. Wake up and say my prayers, eat, work out, drop this content, take a nap, drop another live, go to sleep. You guys have to understand, listen, you got to condition yourself for the long haul. And I'm gonna say this again, you got to condition yourself for the long haul. I'm not burning out. And I'm gonna say this again, I'm not burning out, because what happens is I realize that every hour to the hour, men are faced with real decisions. Do I get a phone number or do I stay focused? And to all my guys that look like this, I'm telling you, we got to stay focused. And I'm gonna say this again, we have to stay focused. You guys have to understand, we not procreating and skating. And I'm gonna say this again, we not procreating and skating. When you locked in and they see that you could actually get women, they're gonna be laughing. Listen, everybody put PP in the chat. This is real. We gotta talk about this. Excuse me. The majority of the lies, everybody put PP in the chat. They spamming now. Listen, when it's all said and done, they spamming now. They can keep spamming. Let them spam. Just a spam party. But let me tell you guys something. PP, peer pressure. When you actually look like this, your friend's gonna say, yo, please, get a woman. Please. Let me tell you guys something. Peer pressure. Do not let these dudes tell you to move before the timing is right. And I'm gonna say this again. Do not let these dudes tell you to move before the timing is right. Because let me tell you guys something. When you, listen, as men, everybody put LH in the chat. We love hard. We love hard. So what happens is most men, they never love themselves. And this is a real topic because a lot of men, they're going to date. The woman is going to disappear and they're going to get mad. And they're going to be like, why did she do that to me? Because you don't love yourself. See, a lot of guys got to understand. Love yourself first. Because if you love yourself first, listen, this world can't stop you. This world cannot tear you down. You guys have to understand. Love, listen, God is love. You feel me? And the right thing to do is love yourself first before you want to enter a relationship. And I'm going to say this again. Love yourself first before you decide to enter a relationship. Let me tell you guys something. Stay humble. Everybody put SH in the chat. Stay humble. Stay humble, and that's real. And I'm going to say this again. Stay humble, and that's real. Let me get in the light a little bit. Let me get in the light. Let me get in the light. See, you guys have to understand, you got to stay humble. Once you stay humble, you're going to realize, you know what? I'm walking around, I'm looking different. New mindset, I'm talking different. Parallel, I'm parking different. You guys have to understand, I'm so cool with the law enforcement, they don't even give me a parking ticket. When it's all said and done, stay humble, because most guys take steroids to look like this. Everybody put the needle emoji in the chat. Most guys have to take steroids to walk around and look like this. This is what they want. This is what they dream about. We are literally, and we know this. We do know this for a fact that we are living people's dreams, but this is my reality. This is not a dream, but people use needles to look like this. Let me tell you guys something. For a lot of guys, the dream is to go to the gym, find a woman in the gym, and have a gym relationship. Let me tell you guys something. Enough of that fairy tale. And I'm going to say this again. Enough of that fairy tale. Enough of that Woman Crush Wednesday programming. Enough of the nonsense. We got to stick with reality. When we step outside, we stepping outside, because let me tell you guys something. We put in that work. And just in case corporate America say, listen, you're terminated. Listen, well, you can't terminate these diamonds. You can't terminate these push-ups. You can't terminate these pull-ups. Trust and believe. Trust and believe in the building. You guys have to understand, listen, to the FLS, to all my guys out there, listen, the time is now. Let people talk. They gonna run their mouth. They gonna have something to say. But when it's all said and done, we got this. And I'm gonna say this again. Let people talk. They're always going to have something to say. But when it's all said and done, you guys have to understand, we got this. The game is over. Everybody put GO in the chat. The game is over. The game is just over. You got to understand, like, the game is just over. They want to see they want to see a rematch. No, the game is over. You have to understand, the game is over. There's no coming back. Once you get here, there's no coming back. All praises to the Lord. You guys have to understand, now we got to stay humble, because when we in grocery stores and these women looking like, I wish I had a man to cook for, who you think she gonna see and be like, wow, he look like he could be my man? Let me tell you guys something. It's real out here. It's so real out here. I don't even talk about female attraction, because when it comes to female attraction, it's like, yo, listen, it's like crowd control. Please, no pictures today. Please, back up. No, I'm too humble. Salute all the women. You guys have to understand, I got to get some rest, because I got to rest. This is my second day without lifting. So tomorrow I'm back to lifting. Tomorrow I'm back to gym content. Listen, the gym is going to pay off. It's going to help me to live in Sweden. Everybody, you have to understand, I was born in Frankfurt, Germany. To live in Europe is a goal of mine. And I'm gonna say this again, to live in Europe is a goal of mine. I got to fight for my goals. My goals are so far away. Everybody put FA in the chat. We about to finish this live. My goals are so far away. The distance is not that close. I got to fight for my goals. I got to fight to make it back to Germany. I got to fight to make it back home. Thank you guys for checking in for this live, because a lot of people, they need to see a fight. And I'm gonna say this again, they need to see a fight. I know we got to focus. That's why I named this live Focus. Let me get the better light over here. That's why I named this live Focus, because I know for a fact, if I focus, I got this. And I'm gonna say this again, if I focus, I got this. My main thing is this: people need inspiration. These people need to see a man that could literally go out here and really have his way, but stay focused on dropping his content. I got 0 women. Everybody put 0 W in the chat. I got 0 women texting me. I got 0 women calling me. But this is what it takes. See, we got to show the guys what it takes. We got to show the guys what it takes. This is what it takes. It takes isolation. It takes dedication. It takes elevation. It takes no hesitation. This is what it takes. And people, they don't want to show you the behind the scenes. And I'm going to say this again. They don't want to show people the behind the scenes, but this is what it takes. You guys have to understand, this is the behind the scenes. When you show people the behind the scenes, and then when it's your time and your time come, and then a lot of people, a lot of women start coming up to you like, oh, you look nice. You're going to be like, nah, you know what? I got to isolate. Because see, when you isolate, what you're doing is telling yourself, clear the way, I got this. Clear the way, I got this. It's like a point guard. When he comes through, I used to be a point guard. I was a 5'7" point guard. Yes, I've been 5'7" my whole life. I was a 5'7" point guard. So I used to come through. I used to be like, ISO, ISO. ISO, ISO, move out the way, move out the way. My favorite move is go in between my legs, go to the left, and just cross, and then go to my right. ISO, ISO. When you call ISO, ISO, let me tell you guys something. Everybody has no other choice but to back up. ISO, ISO. Sometimes in life, you got to understand that that ISO is for a reason. That isolation is for a reason. Right now, I am in isolation. But they said, Mr. Keep It Simple, look at your channels. I know, because I am in isolation. You guys have to understand, when I get to Santorini, Greece, they going to say, Mr. Keep It Simple, how did you make it to Santorini, Greece? All praises to God. And I had to go in isolation. I saw a woman tonight. Listen, I saw a woman tonight. She looked so fine. I said, ISO, ISO. You guys have to understand. Listen, I'm a coach. I'm telling you, when you walking around and these women looking at you, you got to say, ISO, ISO, clear the way, ISO, ISO. Because when you clear that way, guess what? It's just you and life. Life going to step up for the dunk. Let me tell you guys something. A lot of this is mental. So you gotta visualize this. If life try to step up to you and you about to dunk that, what kind of dunk you going to do in life? Everybody put in the comment section, what type of dunk will you do on life? What type of dunk will you do on life? Because if life step up to me, I'm straight going in, I'm cocking back, and I'm straight poster. Bah! That's the dunk I'm doing. I'm straight going in, I'm cuffing the ball. And this is mental, by the way, because I can't dunk in real life. But it is what it is. In my life, if life step up to me and I'm going in for the dunk, I'm cocking back, palming the ball, coming through, bumping in to make sure I'm going to cover my eyes like D Brown in a dunk contest. Bah! I'm not playing. I've been holding back for too long. And I'm going to say this again. I've been holding back for too long. Listen, we got 59 minutes. You know what that means? This live is officially over. But to all my guys out there, I just want to say, we will wake up tomorrow. We will attack tomorrow. We're attacking every day. We locking in together. Everybody put T for together. FLS. You know what I'm saying? Everybody put T for together. We locking in together. We locking in together. You feel me? Like, my guys gotta understand, this is real, this is authentic. And I'm gonna say this again, this is real, this is authentic. We lock it in together. A lot of my guys, you guys have to understand, we not gonna show you no testimonials. Everybody put NT in the chat. That's how we gonna finish this live. No testimonials. When I mean no testimonials, I really mean no testimonials. No testimonials. We keeping this in private. We remain humble. And I'm gonna say this again, we keeping this in private. We remain humble. No testimonials, because if they saw testimonials, they'd be like, wow, this guy was sleeping in his car in Planet Fitness. Now he's living on the top floor. Wow, after a webinar? This webinar, this stuff must be good. A what? A who? You guys have to understand, we in a building FLS. If we don't turn up, then who will? One more time, FLS. If we don't turn up, then who will? You guys, you have been amazing. Thanks for the new subscribers out there. You probably think I'm Mr. Keep It Simple. Or do you really keep it that simple? Listen, let me tell you guys something. I'm going to execute. That's what I'm going to do. If there's one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to execute. If there's one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put numbers up on the board. If there's one thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to move forward. If there's one thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I am putting myself in a position to never come back to zero. And I'm going to say this again. I am putting myself in a position to never come back to zero. That's the most important thing. When it comes to a lot of men, these guys are funny guys. Everybody put FG in the chat. They're funny guys. All these guys in the comment section, they're funny guys. They will never, ever go to the gym because they're funny guys. They say, why do you wear sunglasses? Because I don't want to see these comments. I don't want to see these comments. All these funny guys out there, shout out to the FLS, but these are the hater blockers. These guys are funny. They are funny. These guys, they are spamming. These guys are funny guys. When it's all said and done, let me tell you guys something. You got to know. You got to know you're the one. You can't think you're the one. You got to know. You got to know that you know. Because when you know that you know, they can never play your face. Listen, they're going to try to play your face. They're going to try to scribble you up like a game of Etch-a-Sketch. They're going to try to play your face. They're going to try to play in your face. Let me tell you guys something. We're not taking disrespect from anyone. When I mean we're not taking disrespect because what happens is they need us to come outside. We are the official buff mascots of the city. They need us to come outside. You see what I'm saying? Listen, people need to see warriors. They need to see survivors, because if you don't see survivors, you're going to think that everybody is just dropping. You're going to think that everybody is just flopping. Like they say in Memphis, you're going to think that everybody just flogging. You're going to think that everybody is just giving up. Giving what? Let me tell you guys something. When I tell you guys, we have a couple more weeks left in November. The war is still on. And I'm going to say this again, the war is still on. Some of us really in a war. Some of us really in a battle. Some of us really going through with HR. Some of us really, you feel me? Like, some of us really in a war. So you guys have to understand, we got a couple more weeks left in November. But when December hits, when December hits, we got to move quick. And I'm going to say this again. When December hits, we got to move quick. Shout out to my guys. We're going to keep on, locking in together. We're going to keep on, you feel me? You know what I mean? Because what else are we going to do? You got to look at work. You got to look at, you feel me, the product. You got to look at production. Like, what else are you going to do? You want me to go out to Old Town Scottsdale, buy an outfit when I could be going live? Well, listen, let me tell you guys something. We don't chase. We attract. And I'm going to say this again. We don't chase. We attract. Listen, this past week is over. But I've seen some things this week that made me realize, listen, it's time for me to step my game up. I got to step my game up. You probably think, Mr. Keep It Simple, you got to step your game up. I got to step my game up. I'm at 40%. Everybody put a 40 in a chat. I'm being humble. I'm at 40%. You're probably thinking, but Mr. Keep It Simple, I'm at 40%. I'm at 40%. I'm at 40%. I got to stack my game up. You probably think it's keep it simple. You listen, I got to step my game up. You probably think but you the content creator. I got to step my game up. I got to step my game up. My question is, are you gonna step your game up with me? If you gonna step your game up while I'm stepping my game up, put a 44 in the chat. And I'm gonna say this again. We not worried about no trolls. We not worried about no trolls. If you got the 44s are coming. The 44s are coming. The 44s are coming. The 44s are coming. And I'm gonna say this again. The 44s are coming. It's over. We're in this, the FLS. We're in this together. From America to Poland. From America to Denmark. This is the benchmark. Follow the wordplay. From America to Denmark. Take that back from the top. From Africa to Denmark, this is the benchmark. And I'm gonna say this again, from Asia to Africa to Denmark, this is the benchmark. You guys have to understand, the 11th and the 12th round, these are the champion rounds. If you make it to the 12th, you will win. Life is gonna drop. Life is gonna get hit with a body shot. You probably say, Mr. Keep It Simple, can I hit life with a body shot? Pow! I just did it. I just did it. You can hit life with a body shot. Let me tell you guys something right now. Listen, I am so pumped up. I am so pumped up. Life is running for me. Life is, hold up. You guys have to understand, it's real. They got the 44s. That means we are all in this together. So that means all my guys out there probably going to start fitness channels. How many guys are going to start fitness content? If you're going to start a fitness content, put a 100 in the chat. Shout out to everybody out here. Bright lights in the big city. If you're going to start fitness content, diamond push-ups, and wherever you live, put a 100 in the chat. People putting 6, 7. Y'all crazy. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. All I needed to see was 2 channels. If it's 2 channels, that's 2 providers. That's all I need to see. If it's 2 channels, we got 2 providers. If it's 2 providers, that means it's 2 women that are happy. Listen, women don't need to work. Women need to just lay around, look pretty. That is all they need to do. We go out and we hunt. And I'm gonna say this again, we go out, we hunt. So it's 2 women that's gonna be happy because we got 2 guys that's starting 2 fitness pages. I just seen the 100 and that is it. That is a beautiful thing. 2 women are going to get blessed. 2 women are gonna get excited because 2 men stepped up to the plate. I am so happy for you 2 guys. I'm so happy you 2 guys are putting in that work. I am telling you guys, 2 women are gonna be blessed. 2 women are gonna be so happy just because you guys stepped up to the plate. I am telling you. We are gentlemen. Every step, listen, before we finish this live, everybody put a G for gentlemen. Because see, what happens is a lot of people got to understand that I don't want to be a thug. I don't want to ride around. You feel me? I don't want to ride around and do crimes. You feel me? I'm a gentleman. And what does a gentleman do? A gentleman makes sure that he takes the pressure off of a woman. He makes a woman feel relaxed. He makes a woman feel like a woman because when it comes to the tough things like hunting, that's what we do. Instant replay. That's what we do. We do the hunting. My woman is allowed to be lazy. Her only requirement is just to take a shower daily. That is it. She will be allowed to lay around 24/7. I got everything. Everybody put an E in a chat for everything. As men, when we step up, like I said, we are content creators. We are not in a corporation fighting for 90,000 after taxes. We are content creators. So when I step up, listen, I'm taking care of everything. Somebody said this guy is talking in an empty room. Listen, before I finish this live, we already at 70 minutes. I would say something, but I'm gonna say something. We got 3 more minutes left. That's how you start. You start in an empty room. Before you go on TED Talks, it starts, and this guy's still spamming. Let me stay focused. That guy's spamming hard. God, he like, you gonna see this? It starts in an empty room. You guys have to understand. Look to my left. Who do you see? Nobody. Look to my right. Who do you see? Nobody. But when everything finally clicks, you guys have to understand that's not going to be the same. When I look to my left, I'm gonna see a beautiful tennis player. When I look to my right, I'm gonna see a beautiful volleyball player. Listen, you have to have faith that everything is gonna change. When I do what I need to do, and I'm gonna keep my life private. I'm not gonna show you the women that I'm with, but I'm gonna be with something so exotic. The hardest part is, how do we get it? How are, like, you guys have to understand, better is coming. If I go to the beach in China, they're gonna say, wow, wow. If I go to the beach in Korea, they're gonna say, you guys have to understand, if I go to the beach in Croatia, they're gonna say, you, let me tell you guys something. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to quit. That's my guy right there. Somebody said, Uncle, beans and rice. I need to get on that. I need to get some beans and rice for real. Listen, this ain't the time to quit. This is the time, you feel me, to apply pressure. We going in an overdrive. You guys have to understand, a lot of people, they rocking with the movement. We can't worry about the negativity. We just got to focus on the positivity, and the positivity is outweighing the negativity. You got to be greater than a hater. And I'm gonna say this again, because a lot of you guys, you got people that be hating on you in your job, in your community, and I just want to say, you got to be greater than a hater. You got to be greater than a hater. People writing in Arabic. Yo, shout out to my guys writing in Arabic. It's real. I hope they're not cursing me out in Arabic. You guys have to understand, you got to be greater than a hater. That is it. If you greater than a hater, listen, I had a dude run to HR, lied to me, got me terminated. I'm greater than him because he saw my light and said, we got to get this light out of here. We got to get him up out of here, because he going, listen, I had to be greater than him. I had to be greater than him. You see what I'm saying? You got to be greater than a hater. That man is a hater. That man is not a YouTuber. You guys have to understand. And again, 2025, YouTube is paying the most they ever did for ad revenues. When it's all said and done, I lost my job. But I said, I'm a YouTuber. And then after I lost my job, I got monetized on, listen, I lost my job September 12th. I got monetized September 17th. Do you guys see the bounce back? And I'm gonna say this again. Everybody put 12 to 17, and we're gonna finish this live. We're gonna finish this live. You see what I'm saying? Like, from the 12 to 17, that's what you call a current of events. COE. COE. From the 12, terminated. 17th, got monetized. Now I'm back. Now it's time to run it up. No more faceless content. Now it's time from the 12 to the 17th. That's how life goes. You feel me? Got this news, got that news. Got that news, and I said, listen, when it's all said and done, forget the bad news. I got that news. That's how it is. Shout out to all my guys in the building that's not going to give up. Shout out to all my guys that don't believe in insecurities. Shout out to all my guys that ain't looking around. Shout out to all my guys that ain't looking down. Shout out to all my guys who not getting bitter. Shout out to all my guys who getting better. Listen, it's up. When I tell you guys it's up, it's up. Stay focused before you end up homeless. Trust and believe. God will never leave you stranded in a new city. God will never let you down. Listen, Phoenix, Arizona, this is new for me. This is a new city for me. God got my back out here. And the same way God got my back out here, God will have your back in Chicago. Shout out to the Chi. God will have your back in St. Louis. Shout out to the STL. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to the Show Me State. Shout out to the Show Me State. You feel me? We in a building. You guys have to understand. Somebody said energetic. I appreciate you guys. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in. We going live tomorrow. Again, let it breathe.